They throwing 30,000 in all ones. You can't even walk on the money. You're sliding on the money.
Oh, it feels good to be back in Viridian County. I'm your host, Red Kool-Aid. On our last episode, we built the hillside district of Sugar Hill, the hilltop district of High Rock. Had that dope church. That church was fire. Y'all cannot tell me nothing about that church. This district, I actually had to change my plans a little bit because I wanted to build my steel mill kind of right outside the Jackson Shoe Factory district. But I was looking at it and the sizes, I don't know, it just felt like I was forcing it to be there. So as you can see, we jumped the river and I'm building a brand new district. It's called Sullivan. I just didn't want to stick the steel mill over here and just put some trees around it. So you can see me making a quick highway exit. I wanted it to be more organic and not so thin like the ones in the city. Reconnecting the train lines and just preparing it. So you can kind of see, you know, we didn't want to spend a lot of time on that, but this is the kind of the area we're working with. Let's get to it. I'm feeling weird today, man. Let's just lay a street at an angle for no reason at all. I have no reason for why I want to do this. I'm feeling froggy today, so let's just do something different. We're gonna lay this ginormous steel mill asset down. I really love the colors. Of course, I always from the beginning knew I wanted this in my city. And if you remember a few episodes, when we built the Cold Creek district, I laid down this warehouse and it's just been collecting metal. You know, the trucks, it takes a while to get there, and even when stuff comes on trains. So we're going to use our transfer controller to make sure only the metal is going just to this steel mill, nowhere else. And let's go ahead and turn down that production rate because we want to test it to see how far we can stretch it before we go crazy. Let's lay down our cargo station, delete that back some. And matter of fact, let's tuck this behind the warehouse like that. Yeah, so you can connect that up. We can get some nice trains flowing in behind that. So this is the rough network. We need to go ahead and finish laying this out. But you can see we already got trucks on the way bringing more metal to the new spot. They're on the way. And for some reason, he just diverts and goes to a cargo station outside Evans Forge. Why? I don't know. Bro, you were right there. But whatever. Let's keep it pushing and reconnect some of these roads. I don't want it to be a cul-de-sac, so let's make a backside entrance. And I'll probably end up making this main part of the network a one-way system. Lay out a couple of extra roads so I could put a recycling center. And I think we're actually going to put our first ferries in the city today. I really don't want there to be like a underground line across the river. Like maybe these people in Sullivan just never really had the money or couldn't come to some agreement with the rest of the city about how to do that. And they just said, well, look, you just got to use these boats. Or maybe it's the mob. I was looking up the root of the word Sullivan, the name Sullivan. It has Gaelic and Irish origins. So maybe some like, you know, Sullivan is just full of tough, super tough Irish white boys, man. Like them Whitey Bulger, Winterhill type white boys.
So I punched him in the face.
Good boy.
So I'm laying out the other ferry stop. You see, I got these off the asset workshop. They're really called canal ferries. If you're looking for them, they're super slim, so you can put them in really small places. I'm gonna detail them up, make them look nice. And just gonna draw out a quick line. We're gonna lay down the depot down here. I don't think I end up finishing the detailing on this area down here because I honestly don't know what I want to do with the coastline of Sullivan yet. I'm still weighing some ideas out. I think there's something special we can do down there other than just, you know, random houses. So let's connect. That's like the smallest square I've ever seen. That's a 1-unit square. So we're going to connect up the rest of this. This over here is going to be where the houses are. And I got about right here and I lost all faith in this road layout. It's just trash. Like, look at it. It just looks so trash, yo. Let's do this over. Let's make the spine of the main road, you know, kind of hug the train track. It can be a grid. Ain't nothing trash about grids. I like grids, but let's just make it a little more organic, at least the main road. Give it a little bit more character. And a couple of these streets. And let's go ahead and lay out a big parking lot. I turned on that in the traffic manager mod. There's a little option that's supposed to make your parking lots fill up. I thought it would look better in the cinematics. It didn't really ever fill up. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you're supposed to leave it on for a while, but anyway, we're gonna lay down a warehouse for our specialty goods, a couple of random industrial assets, just for some commercial goods, and let's surface paint this up. I'm gonna have fun detailing this little bit of little rail yard. It's not really a rail yard. It's just the steel mill rail yard. Let's jump down on the avenue and lay down some of these bigger assets. One of our favorites, and we won't use it anymore, I promise, is the United Warehouse. Let's lay down a couple of these commercial warehouse assets. And you know what? I think we need a gas station on that corner. I need to move some of this stuff around. Let's put this 7-Eleven. I haven't used this 7-Eleven yet in the city. We're going to use some of our terraforming network and some retaining walls to smooth all that down and make it look sexy. And let's spin this and use that old school Cadillac side. I like that. And we're going to use our resource tool to paint the ground up with the ore texture, make it a little more distressed. And before we get any further in, let's detail. Come on.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's 98.5 City Sounds. Make sure y'all follow us on TikTok. It's going crazy right now.
I've gotten used to editing things for TikTok, so as you can see, I'm leaving out all types of redundant editing. Again, every rock, every tree. It's like, no, I'm gonna show you the special stuff or the stuff that I like. I want them to see how I did that, but some of it we just gonna truncate through it, man. Y'all done seen me put breakwater rocks and grass around it. We don't need to show the whole process. Using a couple of assets I haven't used in the city, this U-load storage facility, and these brownstones just got on the asset workshop right before the update. Oh, by the way, I'm playing offline. I don't have any of the new stuff, man. Yo, some of them sports venues, the community joints, they are so dope, but we're not gonna have none of them. I'm waiting for a while. I didn't want it to break my city, but we're heavily modded. In the description, it's heavily modded, so we don't want any trouble. We definitely had some trouble from that Parks and Promenades shut me down for a couple days, so we're just gonna wait a little while. You can see me laying out some of these Brooklyn assets. Some of these are these are the tallest assets in the neighborhood. Everything else is gonna be kind of low. I want it to be low. I want this whole Sullivan area to feel low. Well, I mean, not like low budget, like they ain't getting no money, just this is the edge of the city. Like I said, if I turned on the, what's it called, edge fog, the whole area would be kind of blue, and I don't like that. I never really had a plan to build this far over, but I just started doing it, and I really started liking the area. It gave me a opportunity to build something that feels like Viridian, but still has a little bit of its own unique character. I'm gonna use a ginormous park asset a little bit later in the episode. I've been waiting to use. I wish it was functional. I've even thought about sticking a cube in it that'll make it functional, but right now it's just a park. You'll see it in the second half of the episode. Right now I'm just using some PO to kind of squeeze in some of these weirder shaped houses. Like I said, I want the area to feel a little disjointed. Let's finish this off. right, we're gonna jump across the highway and lay out some more of the road network. I had a response to the comment. Last week I said, I built that little building that had the blank interior, and I asked for ideas. Drunk Wolf says turn it into a classic car, like a restoration gallery. And I thought that was dope because, like you said, there's a lot of those assets on the workshop. So I know that's something we can do. Also, to the person that told me to turn the little spot into a bakery. I'm working on it. I'm just looking for the right size asset, and I'm gonna name these things after y'all. So I'll have that in an episode. Right now, I'm just doing some minor detailing to my ferry stop. I don't like things to be too basic when we can just take a little second. I'm using some of those dock assets, and I'm redrawing the line because the ferry was actually crashing into the land. It was weird, so I needed to go in a loop. It doesn't need to do that weird turn. It's got to come in, pull in, and pull right out. Here's my giant park asset. Like I said, it doesn't function as like a actual sports venue with the the game day traffic and all that. That's what I really want. So I'm actually thinking about downloading a block from the asset workshop that will make that asset function like that. But right now, we're just going to keep it as a park. I'm laying out some parking lots right now and a parking garage. I feel like these colors really matched, right? So that's why I like being in another part of the city. I don't have to use the same color palette exactly. I'm gonna lay out some of these bare trees in the parking lot, just some light detailing, nothing crazy. I'm gonna do the crazy later on. But I'm not gonna lie to you, like I said, I don't watch a lot of sports. I couldn't get on the workshop because I didn't want my game to melt. So I couldn't download like any of them cool statues with the dude with the baseball bat. Like I just bought. You see that home run, boy? I wanted one of them statues in the front. I couldn't get it, so I just had to put some planners and stuff right there for right. Even in the cinematics, I'm not going online for at least another week, y'all. Y'all got to just be mad at me about that. But I definitely want to use some of the new stuff that's available from the DLCs. Right now, I'm just laying down some breakwaters on the edge. I'm not going to have any assets or anything down here. Just some trees. This is the edge of everything. A little bit of trash. Make it look kind of run down. It's definitely a rundown. There ain't really no nice parts of this district. It's all kind of just, ugh. I downloaded some of these West Coast office packs maybe an episode or two ago, and I've been kind of using them as fillers. Just kind of trying to complete the area around the stadium, enterprise car rental, trying to use assets I haven't used at all. Haven't used the advance yet. Oh yeah, the Jack's Prairie Chicken. See, yeah, we're trying to make it look different. We want it to be, you know what? I got an idea.
Trippin' been started in Africa. Long time ago, white men went to Africa. And he saw these beautiful black women walking around, singing, dancing, working, living in the nude.
Now, it's the perfect spot. I'm gonna let you finish though. Go ahead.
This white man went from village to village to seek out these beautiful black women, watching them perform in the nude. Did it? Hey.
And some of y'all that's been watching for a while probably asking, well, wait a minute, we got the Crazy Horse is over in West End. You already built the strip club. No, Crazy Horse is just a little titty ball. This is a strip club. When Moneybag Yo come to town, they throwing 30,000 in all ones. You can't even walk on the money. You're sliding on the money. It feel weird under your feet. This is a real strip club. Like, I'm from the South. They have real strip clubs. And let me go ahead and preface by saying I personally feel like strip clubs are disgusting. They're greasy places. I don't like being inside of them, but they're a part of the culture here. So you got to have a person out front on the grill. Even if you still got a food truck popping, you got to have somebody out front on the grill. The parking lot is going to be trash. They never get the parking lot redone. But the building itself is nice. So we're going to put some planters outside. We're going to spin around. We're going to spin the block, go around the backside, and we got to build a little smoking area. Because all the clubs I go to, even the ones that allow you to smoke on the inside, they always have an outside area where, you need a little air, man. You got to get away from, the major part of the crowd, all the noise. So we're going to set up some little tables. We even go put a jacuzzi back here. Now, I got the side eyes for you if you get in the jacuzzi in the strip club. I mean, do you handle your candle? But I'm looking at you funny. So we're going to go ahead and set up the VIP entrance. Because, again, like when Glorilla pull up, she ain't trying to pull up in the front and have 1,000 people trying to hand her a mixtape before she get through the door. She want to go in through the VIP entrance. So we're going to put the ballers, got the baller cars right in the back. And we even got the little security guard. Because, I mean, this is Sullivan. We know y'all be robbing, fam. Like, everybody know that. And that's pretty much it for the detailing on the strip club. We do have one more little spot that was bothering me, and it's right across from the ferry stop. I'm going to use this little Lost Places building, put some fences, some quick details. We don't got to drag this out. We already seen what we came to see. We seen the shake joint get big. Realistic, functional strip club. I showed it to my homegirl and she asked me, can we go inside? Can you see inside? I was like, nah, yo, I don't think they got no stripper assets on the workshop. Cinematics. I want to thank everybody for coming back and sticking with me even though I be late like every single week. Like, comment, subscribe. Everybody in the comments saying that y'all came from Diana, I appreciate y'all and I appreciate her. She wasn't lying though, was she? It's a whole vibe on this side, man. I'm Kool-Aid. This is Viridian County. I'll see y'all next time.